In a quiet suburban neighborhood where everything looked perfect on the outside, one man just wanted to show a little kindness. But the HOA had other plans. They said he was attracting danger. They said feeding strays was a violation. But when he looked deeper, what he uncovered would shake the entire community. David Miller was not a troublemaker. He was a retired veteran, a widower, and a quiet man who loved two things: his garden and animals. Every morning, he'd fill a couple of bowls with food and water, and leave them by the edge of the community park. It wasn't much, but for the hungry stray dogs of Crestwood Meadows, it meant everything. One day, David found a letter from the HOA in his mailbox. Feeding stray animals is strictly prohibited under HOA Regulation 12.4.1. It read. A $150 fine was enclosed. David was stunned. Was compassion now a crime? He tried reasoning with Miss Talbot, the HOA president. These dogs are hungry, abandoned. I'm just helping them survive, he said. But her face twisted in disgust. This isn't a shelter. We run a clean, safe community. Strays attract disease and worse. She handed him a second fine on the spot. Word spread quickly. Some neighbors supported David. Those dogs aren't hurting anyone, said Maria, a teacher from down the street. But others sided with the HOA. I don't want my kids around filthy animals, one woman scoffed. And the fines kept coming. $150, then $250, then $500. One night, David noticed something strange. A white van pulled up behind the HOA clubhouse. Men carried metal cages into the back. Inside were dogs, stray dogs. Some looked familiar. The ones David had been feeding. He started taking photos. David traced the van to a company called Eco Control Services. On paper, they claimed to be pest removal experts. But online forums told another story. They don't relocate animals, they euthanize them, one post said. David's stomach dropped. Was the HOA hiring these people to kill the strays? At the next HOA meeting, David stood up. He placed printed photos, receipts, and records on the table. This is what your dues are paying for, he said. Not community improvements. Not safety. But to exterminate innocent animals. Gasps filled the room. Miss Talbot's face turned pale. David sent his evidence to the local news. Within days, it went viral. Animal rights groups picked it up. Crestwood HOA caught killing stray dogs for cleanliness. One headline read. Protesters showed up. Donations flooded in, for the animals. At a special emergency meeting, the community voted Ms. Talbot out as HOA president. You used our money to commit cruelty, one neighbor shouted. Her smug expression was finally gone. She stormed out, humiliated. The new HOA leadership took a different direction. They partnered with local shelters to create a volunteer-led animal program. Instead of punishing kindness, they encouraged it. And David? He became the honorary director of the program. The man they tried to silence became the community's quiet hero. Sometimes it only takes one voice, one act of compassion, to pull the mask off cruelty. David didn't start a war. He just refused to let kindness become a violation. And in doing so, he changed everything. If you believe compassion is stronger than cruelty, leave a red heart in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life justice stories. Until next time, stay kind.